So, in a sea of red today, we did have one stock, my favorite telecom, Verizon Wireless, actually ran up 4% today on earnings calls. So, pretty exciting. I did get a chance to get in my portfolio and look at it. And I guess the one thing I do want to mention before we start digging in is that imagine what kind of stock price Verizon would have got if the market would have been running up today. Because it gained 4% in a deadbeat, broke down market. So that, to me, you know, a lot of times if you notice historically, when a good company can have good earnings report and have good guidance, but if the market is pulling back real hard, it almost won't even show up in the stock price. But Verizon gained 4% on earnings, and it did tick back about 17 cents in after hours, but still a very, very solid gain. And I think if the market would have been bullish today, you probably would have seen Verizon get to $60 or higher. So really, really good earnings report for Verizon. So here it is, guys. Verizon beats by 3 cents. They beat on revenue. So they had a non-GAAP EPS of $1.22. And the revenue of $32.61 billion, they beat by $110 million. So the shares were actually pulled back in pre-market, but they did get a 4% gain on the day. I also think AT&T had a pretty good run today as well. So yeah, AT&T also ran up 1% today, 1%. Now keep this in mind, guys. AT&T is reporting earnings in the morning before the market opens. I believe that's correct. So I'm going to be tuned into that. But this was just kind of a sympathy move to Verizon. So Verizon had a big day, run up really good, and AT&T kind of got pulled. The sector pulling. And like I said, it's kind of a sympathy pull for AT&T. So let's dig into this just a little bit. Verizon Q3 beat with phone subscriber strength. I had a feeling. I talked about this in one of my live chats here a while back, and we talked about AT&T and Verizon. I'll have a link for that come up right now. But it has a 3% year-over-year revenue growth. Phone subscribers beat estimates thanks to a sweet iPhone deal. But Oath revenue and Fios subscriptions show some weakness. So we'll get into that down here at the bottom. Guidance has full-year consolidated revenue growth at a low to mid-single-digit percentage on GAAP basis. The company also reaffirms a low single-digit growth in adjusted EPS for the year. So I like this a lot too. When I seen this, I got very excited because Verizon has always struggled with this, but it cut its capital spending guidance for the year from $16.6 billion to $17 billion. So that is great that they're saving money on their capital spending. That's a very good metric to see. Like I said, it's very hard as things, as the market grows and as inflation takes its toll on things. Very hard for a company to cut its capital spending. That's very, very impressive. Some of the key subscriber metrics is phone subscribers who pay a monthly bill grew by 295,000. I know that's true because I have a phone on the Verizon pay-up plan, and I gave my son my old phone, so they definitely got me into that. I've been with Verizon now for, I think, 14 years, and I've been investing into the stock for about 7 years. So today was a nice day. It's been a very stable stock for me. Gotten a lot of dividend payments. My best dividend payment, I don't own AT&T. I have traded AT&T, but I don't own it. But Verizon has paid me some very, very nice dividends over the years. Fios video subscriber growth dropped by 63,000 compared to 18,000 decline in last year's quarter. Fios Internet grew by 54,000 customers. Then I'm just going to mention these last two. So revenue growth from Oath, which that's AOL and Yahoo, was $1.8 billion, down from $2 billion in last year's quarter. And so Verizon does not expect Oath to reach its target of $10 billion by the year 2020. Verizon says it's on track to reach its $10 billion in cumulative cash savings by 2021. So Verizon as a company is usually very conservative with their estimates, and they usually under promise and over deliver. That's what makes them such a great company, and we've seen it today. So real quick, guys, before I log off here, just remember AT&T is reporting earnings in the morning. Hopefully you see this video before, tomorrow is tomorrow. But AT&T is reporting earnings in the morning, so definitely be watching that. They're paying about a 6% dividend right now. That's really, really attractive. Of course, I'm not invested in AT&T, and I'm not going to buy here at this level, but I will be listening to the earnings report and diving into that later tomorrow. So thanks for watching the video, guys.